How you doing, everybody? It's me, Ruen.Allis here, back again with another episode of the Curse of Strahd story to be continued. If you haven't seen the other episodes, I suggest you do. If you don't, then there will be major spoilers up ahead. Well, pretty much this entire video would be a spoiler, and I suggest you just go and watch the other episodes so you're caught up and you're ready for this episode. Last time we left off, Sabis, our gnome paladin, Dominic, our high elf ranger, and our silver-scaled Zoroth, the sorcerer, all encountered 5 undead, which Dominic proceeded to blow up several with the help of Sabis, and of course Dominic utterly destroyed a few using a pebble, which in the end Sabis had to cleanse and destroy, and along the path they found a note by the mayor of Ravenloft telling them that the mayor's daughter is about to get the good old vampirism. Alrighty, so we all caught up? Yes? Well, that's good. Now we shall continue the story of the Curse of Strahd. Of course, the only logical thing for Zoroth to do to help Sabis over the river is to pick him up and yeet him over the river, making him land in a bush. Of course, when Dominic tries to go through, he looks down into the cursed water, and it's like, ooh, there's a dead face. It's his face, and he's like, oh my god, it's scary. So Zoroth is just like, hey, yo man, you good? You good, my dude? And helps him through, and they continue on their path. So not only have they encountered zombies, but now Dominic is shooketh beyond belief, because he saw his own dead face in the water reaching out towards him. And you know what? That would set anyone on edge. But Dominic, he's usually cold-hearted, awesome leader of the group, so for him to be so shooketh is very, very strange, and is kind of unsettling, to be honest. You see, suddenly, as they were all walking down the path, I had everyone roll an inside check real quick. And, yeah, Dominic wasn't the only one shooketh, as Sabis turned his head to look at some gallows, which had it was the entire party all hanging. Obviously an illusion, but it shooketh Sabis to the core, and what was worse, no one else could see it, so Sabis was freaking out. Of course, Dominic walked over to Sabis and was like, oh, what's going on here, huh? Why you so shook, man? What's up, huh? What's going on? But of course, Sabis is like, what the frick patty whack is going on here, man? I don't even know. And then, like, Dominic couldn't see, so he's like, So basically, Dominic had to drag Sabis along the path as they slowly continued their way on this dead and decrepit forest of Death and Death Jr. Like, there was a lot of death. And as they continued on their path, they suddenly had to stop, as there was a cross in the road, or in the path, one leading right and one leading left. And from the left, they heard the good old screamings of some kind of beast. So, what do? Of course, they go to the left to see what all the screaming's all about. So, they go to the left path, and it continues on for a bit, before they reach a very broken down and very withered away what looked to be an ancient town. Stone pillars and stone houses littered around, all reduced to almost rubble. And in the center of everything, a werewolf, barely clinging to life, stabbed in multiple spaces by different swords of all kinds, barely kept alive, pleading for the group to end his suffering and to finally kill him. Oh, this was a sad, sad moment. Of course, Sabis and Dominic didn't really want to do anything, because they were all shooketh enough as it is. So Zoroth was the one to take Dominic's dagger that extends, because it's from a different campaign, I would explain in a later video, and ends up killing off and finishing off the werewolf ending its suffering for good. So, yeah. So the werewolf dissolves into dust, now moving on to another plane, but not the before, reaching his ghostly, now human hand out to Zoroth, and bestowing upon him, you would never guess, he bestowed upon Zoroth a single gem, almost completely carved out, leaving just a single hole big enough for the eye to peep out of, before disappearing into another plane of existence, because that's what ghosts do. Now, with one of the paths eliminated, they slowly make it back to the fork in the road, this time going right, walking for what seemed to be miles, for reaching the good old town of Ravenloft. And that concludes this episode of the Curse of Strahd, story to be continued. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then you know what to do. And you know what? I'm just gonna have to thank Artys Sonon. Thank you so very much for providing such lovely images. She is an amazing artist, and her link to her channel would be in the description. Please drop by, check out her videos, like and subscribe. Please, everyone. But most importantly, I hope you all like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.